Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Naomi and this is my dream garden. Alright, guess what? It is a beautiful day today. We are in late winter. It's like March 2nd, so we're about 3 weeks away from the official start of spring. But the plants have started to wake up. My roses are budding and they are calling for my attention. And I am just so ready to give it. I have been climbing the walls, guys. Climbing the walls literally for the last 2+ months. Just dying to get out in the garden. And now I'm officially here. Okay, just a little background about myself. I am a newbie gardener. I've been gardening for about a year and a half. I'm in Zone 6B, St. Louis, Missouri. And I am standing in front of my beautiful knockout rose that we are going to prune together. Alright guys, so this is my first attempt at capturing myself pruning the roses. I am pruning, this is a knockout just in case it works. This is a champion knockout. It's been in the ground for 2 years now and puts on a lot of growth, as you guys can see. Absolutely awesome plant. Oh my god, when it flowers, it's just so beautiful. Okay, it is definitely taller than me, so it's definitely maybe about 5 feet or so high. And you can see the spread. I think it's equal in terms of that spread. Yeah, beautiful plant. So we're going to go ahead and prune it back. This is going to be our first, and hopefully I've captured it well for you guys. So as always, we're going to start with pruning. We're going to remove anything that is diseased, dead, or dying. And then we're going to work on the height, bringing it down to a height that's manageable. Last season, I cut it back to, oh my goodness, I think I went down to about 2 feet. Let me show you one of last year's cut. Hold on. Yeah, so pointing to those areas, it actually grew, and I was so surprised at what it became in about 6 weeks. It had totally flushed back out to full height, and we had awesome flushes throughout the season. So I'm going to try to repeat that this year. Alright guys, what feels like 2 hours later, I kid you not, 2 hours later and one lawn bag full, we have brought the rose down to a size that's a bit more manageable. I'm going to pull this again. I apologize for the rocky video. So we've cut it back quite a lot from its original height. Now we're going to have to get in there and we're going to start removing all of this twiggy growth, anything that is less than the width of, let's say, a pencil, I've been told. Last year I cut this thing back to maybe 6 canes and it came back as beautiful as ever. So I'm not as intimidated as I was last year. Last year was my first season pruning a rose. Hold on. Alright guys, so I was a little interrupted there for a second. Now we have, my finger was blocking the camera. Ooh. Alright, now we're going to start removing all of the twiggy growth. All of this twiggy growth that we're seeing all over the plant. We are going to remove it and we're going to narrow it down to just a few canes. Alright, and I will show you what that looks like here. It's probably going to take me another, at this rate, maybe another 30 minutes. Alright, but this is what we're working with right now. And again, we're going to remove everything twiggy, everything dying or diseased. I think I've pulled it down to the height that I'm going to be happy with. If you look at this cane right here, see this darkening right there? You can see it if I move my finger out of there you go. That brown spot, we're definitely going to be removing that. Although from it, and I need to work, because from it we have some healthy canes that are coming out of it. But I think I'll remove it anyway, just to be on the safe side. Alright, and there's another spot right there. If you can see all that brown. So anything that's brown, anything that's dying, anything that looks diseased, we are going to take it out. anything, all of the little thin growth, we are going to take out. Look at my baby trying to leaf out for us. Look at that. She's just ready for the season. Look at that. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get that done now. And then I will show you the finished product. All right. All right, guys, so here is the finished product. I know lots of canes, right? But I'm going to leave those guys intact. You know, the interesting thing about this rose, again, it's called Champion Knockout. I have searched for it since I got it. I've gone back to the nursery, I think the last 2 seasons, to see if they actually had it in stock, and they just did not. Because I'm so in love with this particular rose. It blooms just wonderfully and flushes. When in full bloom, I'm guessing there's over 100 flowers on it. It's just beautiful. And so consistently too. It's hardly ever out of bloom. I deadhead regularly. After every flush, once the flowers start to fade, I go out and I snip them off. And I kid you not, once it gets to the point where the plant is bare, so no more flowers, just all nice beautiful green leaves, within at least 2 to 3 weeks, I have another beautiful flush of red roses. You know, I can't wait to show you guys. But also, what I find interesting is, look at this. Look at how she grows. It's almost like a climber. I haven't had a lot of experience with climbers. I've only added climbers to the garden last season. I will be transplanting 2 of those, so you'll be able to see it. Yeah, I digress. Added the climbers last season, but look at how her canes grow. Look at those 2 main canes, those really 2 thick, the thick cane going there. And then from that cane, she has the laterals coming up. Look at that, almost like a climber. And last season, what I did is I snipped off the edges, which I'm sorry that I did, because it was just running off the bed, and I snipped them off while I pruned. And unfortunately, I've gotten no more growth coming out from these main canes going that way, but I do have the lateral growth coming up. I saw some crossing canes right there. Do you see that? Those 2 canes are crossing. And you know what? Let me look at it real good. Hold on. They are so happy together. I don't think they're going to be rubbing a lot. Give me a second. Oh yeah, they're like fused together right there. So I'm actually not going to remove them. They will remain intact. You see them shaking, and they're not rubbing. They're like just happily cozy with each other. So those are going to stay there. So this is as much as I'm going to take off for this season. Okay, this is my version of officially pruned for this season. And just look at that shape. I'm going to step back so you can see the shape. Look at that. Those 2 main canes that coming out there. See that one going that way and the other going this way. I think that's just so interesting that she grows like that. I'll show you another climber here. So this is Champion Knockout that we just did. And coming over here, this is the double knockout. Okay. Oh, haven't pruned her yet. So yes, we got a lot more roses to prune. But take a look. Do you see how her canes, they're just all coming straight up, yeah? They come from the bottom straight up. I'm used to that. So the growth habit's really different. And I'm in love with it. Like I said, I visited the nursery where I got it from the last 2 seasons. And they just won't have it in stock. So guess what we're going to learn how to do this season? We are going to try propagating. That's right. I'm going to try to propagate this rose. I need to add at least 4 more of her to the garden. I have 4 of her now, but I need 4 more. Because she's just, a gorgeous plant. Gorgeous. Very disease resistant. The only issue I've had is powdery mildew, which takes care of itself. Oh, look at this, guys. I missed this one. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that off here. How did I miss that? And that's the thing about pruning roses, especially one that has so many canes. You're going to find that you missed a thing here or there, and that's all right. You can go back in and take it out, and that's all good. No harm done. So I'll ensure I get back and cut that out. But yeah, this is what it looks like when I have finished pruning. Others may have taken it down a little further, but this is it for me. And look at her. I can't wait to show you what she looks like fully fleshed out. You are going to love her. All right. All right, so that was one. Now we're going to move on to the other side, where we're going to be doing number 2. Oh, look at this. So as I said, I'm a newbie gardener, right? This is my second year gardening. Planted entirely too close. And look at what this rose is doing to my evergreen. Let's get on down here. Okay, okay. Can you guys see that? Yes. It's getting into it, and it's totally killed that side of my evergreen. These are my little giants right here. They're called little giant arborvitaes. Love them, love them. They grow in this nice global shape. I never have to prune them, which is good because I mean trim them, because I do not know how to trim to shape a plant. I will have to practice, because guess what? We got a spiral on the front that is in desperate need of a haircut. So you guys will see me just totally mess that up. Look at this here again. One of the same rows, again planted entirely too close, and look what she's doing. Yeah, getting in and destroying my evergreen. So we're going to move those this season. I have to figure out where to put them. Not sure. Where would we put these? Maybe in pots, because they are miniature roses, so they get about this high. But the flush is beautiful, that spring flush. Oh, nice light pink. I think it's called a pink drift or apricot drift. And it has a wonderful scent. I was surprised. I didn't know it had such a gorgeous scent. All right. So back to what the original point of this video is. Now we're going to be pruning this little lady. This is the second champion knockout. You can see those canes down there. You know, same variety. See those very thick main canes at the bottom. We are going to do like we just did with the first one. I'm going to take her back to a manageable height. And once we've got the height down, then we're going to take out everything that's diseased and dying and all the twiggy growth all over again. All right, so round 2. This is actually a cool view right here, guys. There you're looking at the champion knockout that we're about to prune. That's her right there, the bushy. And all these little pots, these are my overwintered roses. My first time overwintering roses in pots. It didn't go too well. I tried 3 survived, 1 did not, and I think that is because it was such a cold winter. Ooh, it was cold. The second thing here in that white planter, that's actually a hibiscus, the hardy hibiscus from Proven Winners. I think it's Holy Grail hibiscus. And there's a story behind that plant. I've got 2 of them. Decided to leave them in the pots to have them over winter. And I am, for some reason, have 100%, okay, let's rephrase. I'm 95% confident that that plant's going to rebloom for me. Yep, I think it's going to spring back. I think that's still alive. But of course, it's one of the last plants to break dormancy in the spring. So we'll just wait on it, right? Okay, so I digress. Let's get back to pruning or knockout. Okay. Alright guys, I am losing light. This is champion knockout number 2. I have done some pruning on her. Not so bad. I think she looks good. Alright. 1 or 2 more bits that I have to get out of the center. You see there's some dead wood in there at the very bottom. Of course, I'm going to clean out all these leaves are coming out. We're going to get fertilizer down and fresh mulch. So not to worry. Alright. But again, this is her. And I think this is as low as I'm going to go for this season. I think this is where I had last season's cut, like right there. So I'm just maintaining it on the same height almost. Some canes need to come down a bit. And that's it for today, as we are out of lights. And it's getting cold, so I'm going to go ahead and get on in there. Let me show you guys real quick what I did with the Austins. Hold on. I'll call them my Austin family. This is another double. Look at her. All the way to the window. This is another double knockout. I kid you not, guys, that I pruned this guy back to about 2 feet last season. And then within a month, she shot all the way back up there. Unbelievable. Alright, so hold on. Let's pause. Alright, this is just a very quick show of what we got going on here. This is Princess Alexandra of Kent. We've got 3 of her. She did very good. Look at this. Can you guys see that? Look at that. My baby's waking up. Look at that. So I pruned these yesterday. I still have to go in and we're going to remove all that old mulch, add some compost and some fertilizer. Worried about these canes, the color, but I do see buds coming out. So I'm thinking that we're good. Hopefully we'll be good. Alright, taking you across. This is Desdemona. Desdemona suffered a lot this season, this winter. I had a lot of dieback on her. This is the second time I'm pruning her. And I had to cut back real hard because we had a lot of damaged canes from that cold. Okay, so this is her. These are 2 more. Babies planted last April. Look at this one, leafing out just at the bottom. Look at that. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? She's just ready to go. Alright? I'm going to show you guys something that I really love. Whew. This is Astacia Vi. Look at her. She survived the winter without pause. Was totally unaffected by the whole thing. Look at her. Look at her. So we've got 1 here. And 1 right there. And then behind her, with all those the browner canes that you're seeing going up, that's actually Tess, a climbing rose that I'm going to remove. Again, newbie mistake. I'm going to remove her and put her in a corner there in a pot, and she's going to look good. And we'll add another Desdemona right here in this empty space. These were. Now these are not David Austins. I got these from Heirloom Roses and they were planted in the fall. And they did not make it. It's the first time I've lost roses, guys. And it did not feel good losing them. But I think, again, it's because of how cold it was this winter. It was just really way too cold. So we've lost 2 for sure. This is Julia Childs, a rose that I've been trying to get for ages. There's 1 little bit left from this little one. I cut her back yesterday. I think I need to cut back some more, take off the brown. But I decided to leave that little sprout up there, so that I'd know where to take her out from. Right here we have our crepe myrtles, the black diamond crepe myrtles. They are planted surrounding my tranquility standards. I think this is going to look really cute. I'm going to cut these guys back. This is our 2nd season in, so they should have survived the winter no problem. I did do the scratch test, you know, when you scratch the leaves, and I did see green there, so we might be good. I've got these 2. These are all settled in. The ones at the back, these guys were planted in the fall as well. So fingers crossed. I think they're fine because they had bigger root systems compared to that of the roses. So they should be fine. And then we'll have Tranquility. So if you can use your imagination, you'll have all this really nice dark foliage. And then you'll have the white from Tranquility cascading over because oh, I need to look at this. I need to do some pruning because this one tends to, it's very arching. David Austin could describe it as arching growth, but it's very leggy. I'd describe it as leggy. But the flowers are supposed to be beautiful. So she'll stay in here in the bed. This is another heirloom rose purchase. It did not go too good. Again, planted in the fall. These are Enchanted Peace. Again, a rose that I really wanted. Purchased them from Heirloom Roses as David Austin does not carry them. And they all died. Not good. Look at them. They all turned black with the winter. And again, I'm not going to knock on Heirloom Roses for that. I think maybe it's just that it was just so cold. So no problem. All right, on to more lively things. Tranquility again. Here's Tranquility as a shrub. These guys again made it through without any issues. Very little dieback. To tell you the story about Tranquility. So last April, it's the first time in the garden. Planted bare root. Beautiful flowers, absolutely beautiful. She did bloom quite a bit. My only issue was that it is a black spot magnet. Oh my goodness. I did not enjoy that aspect. And I was so tempted. I was like, you know what? I'm going to take her out of the garden because I don't want to deal with disease in the garden. I really don't. But then something tells me that she's going to be oh so beautiful. So I'm going to work with you, Mommy. Yes, we are. I'm going to go ahead and apply the dormant oil. I'll be putting that down even about 2 days because we're going to get rain tonight into tomorrow. And then we have like a 7-day stretch of good weather. So I'm going to go ahead and put that down tonight. Put that down in a couple days. So hopefully that's going to help to make it a smoother season for us. Now behind Tranquility is my Strawberry Hill. And look at her. If you can see her, hold on. Take you over there. See those buds? Yeah, she's budding. She's doing her thing. She's doing her thing. She is ready. But I think I'm going to have to take her out. Because, again, newbie mistake. What I wanted, if you guys could picture this. I wanted this nice flush of white roses at the front. And then I wanted the climber going up in the back. With all these nice pink flowers. But Tranquility is very vigorous and wants the entire space for herself. So I'm going to take Tranquility out. I'm going to put Strawberry Hill perhaps in a pot. Which I don't know if I was having second thoughts about that. But I'm thinking I may put her in a pot and then grow her on the patio right there. Grow her on the patio. I think that might be cute. So she made it through okay. Haven't pruned her back yet. Need to do some pruning. But yeah. All right. Taking you down. Can you guys tell me who this is? Any ideas? Look at how beautiful and straight the canes are. Yep. I hear it. Yep. This is Lady of Shalott. We've got 3 ladies of Shalott here. Again, planted bare root. Everything that I'm showing you now is planted bare root last spring. And these grew. Oh my goodness, she grew. Look at this, right? And I've actually cut her back quite a bit because she was, oh my goodness, very, very tall. So, and healthy, look at those beautiful green canes. Again, unscathed by the cold. I'm hoping, in terms of flower power, last season I did not have much. But something tells me she's just going to be a rock star this season. Yeah. All my babies are going to be rock stars. All right, here you go. Another of the Black Diamond Crepe Myrtles with the Tranquility in the center. Okay, so we'll have that breaking up the run of roses. I'm hoping it's going to look so cute. And again, hoping that these Black Diamonds survived for me. Because these were newly planted in the fall. Alright. Alright, and the last Bosco Bell. Bosco Bell did not enjoy the winter here. Hey, Bosco Bell. She did not. But look. We've got some canes. I had to cut this hard because, again, we had a lot of damaged canes. I left some, as you can see. I left one. I couldn't bear bringing her down to one. So I have this one on here that I should not have on here. This little one here. I'll need to take it off, and I guess I'll take it off because you see it rounding all the way down to the bottom. Alright, so I'm a little nervous about Bosco Bell. A little nervous. I got hope for you. I'm hoping that she will do her thing this season. But in the meantime, it's still bare root season with David Austin. So I'm still thinking maybe I should order a replacement for her. The replacement that I'm thinking of is going to be either Emily Bronte, until Emily Bronte has an awesome scent, or Gertrude Jekyll. So we'll see. Alright, this is a climber, another climber. Again, we were going for that shrub roses in the front, climber gets going up in the back. which did not work for me. This is Charles. No, let me take it back. Hold on. This is Graham Thomas. Graham Thomas handled the cold. He did good. Probably can't see it well because of the lights, but it's like really late here. I've lost all the sun. And these two ladies at the front are my double delights, as they did not enjoy the cold. So I'm thinking of taking them out, but look at what she's doing. I don't know if you guys can see this here. Look at that. Growth. Look at that. I'm like, what are you doing to me? What are you doing? Yeah. So my thoughts are I'm going to take them out of the bed and put them in pots. That way, during the winter, I can perhaps pull them inside and have more winter protection for them. But okay. So, yeah. We pruned quite a bit of roses in the last couple of days here. Let me take you guys to the side real quick. Walk with me. Alright, taking you guys to the side again. Look, this is my hydrangea bed. We've got, I forgot their name, Little Hottie. Yes, these were purchased from Home Depot. I got some Little Hottie hydrangeas here. In the back, we have another rose that just did not like the winter. This was, I forgot her name. I'm going to put the name up on the screen here. But died back quite a bit, as you can see. I pruned her back yesterday. And now, I think I need to go in and remove those top browns. And I did see a little bit of growth that I'm not seeing now. We'll see. Fingers crossed. And that is another heirloom rose purchase. So, I think I just don't have luck with any of my heirloom roses. We'll have to think about that. I'll give them a call and see what they say about warranty replacements on them. Not quite sure. Alright, I don't know how much you can see because it is dark. Look at the little bird. Hold on. They like to join me in the garden. Let me see if I can see him. Oh no, I can't. I was trying to see if I could get you guys closer to that little bird. Can you see him? Yeah. He's always around when I'm gardening. He always comes to see what I'm up to. I'm seeing if I'm going to unearth some worms for him. Alright, it's dark, but let's see what we can get. This is Princess Anne. Got 3 of her planted here. This is going to be her second season in the garden. This is Vanessa Bell, starting to leaf out. Look at that. Beautiful. And then we have, ooh, I don't think you guys can tell based on just the stems or the canes, right? But this is Olivia. Look at that pink. This is Olivia. It's getting dark, so you may not see it. This is my Olivia Rose Austin. Ooh, and this is, well, my goodness, this is a healthy rose right here. I'm going to cut her way back this season, not because of winter damage. She actually did pretty well, but I'm going to cut her back. This is her second. This is my second time pruning her, so second season here. Until second season, you should cut her back by half. And if you cut back by half, you're going to get bigger flowers. Less, but bigger flowers. So that's cool. All right, and my favorite. Okay, one of my favorites. Okay. Munstead Wood. That's right, Munstead Wood. One of my favorite roses. Oh, rich crimson red. I am loving this one. Love it. All right. And of course, I love Desdemona so much. I always have her in a second spot. I have a second spot in the garden. Pruned her back yesterday, so she now has to be fed. We are going to clean up the mulch inside. I'm going to, of course, pull out all the old mulch, all the leaves, top dress, fertilize, and another fresh layer of mulch, and she'll be good for the season. All right, guys, and that is it. Oh, it's probably too dark to show you guys this, but bear with me just a second here. These are my Bobo hydrangeas. I moved these to just a few days ago. Decided to move them before they woke up. They're actually planted. These are planted in the summer, really. Late summer of 22. I got maybe 3 blooms. But I'm hoping that this season I will get much more. They'll be filled with flowers. These are serendipity alliums, my proven winners. I stuck them back here again last season. I did not get any blooms, but it was late in the season and they've survived and they're doing their thing on their own. Can't beat that, right? More of the bubbles. And I don't know if you can see this. These are my David Austins. These are Rodals. Rodal did not grow for me. Rodal was in the back bed where you saw where we have Lady of Shalott in that bed that I just showed you. But they did not do well back there. This is all the growth that I got for one season, which, that's not David Austin roses. The roses normally like put on 2-3 feet of growth. So I contacted David Austin and said, hey, contacted the company, of course. These roses did not grow for me, and they were so quick to say, yep, they're awesome with their customer service and their warranty. They ask them questions, you send them photos, and they send you your replacements. But these guys just did not grow. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, that was sad. So we will see. Alright guys, I'm going to call it quits because I have lost the light. It is now very late. You are looking at my hydrangea summer crush hydrangeas. There are 3 planted in this bed. See, I keep my tags on so that I don't forget what the plants are. And last but not least, on this side, Crown Princess Marguerite. And I have a drain resting on you, poor baby. Okay, here she is. Sorry about that. Crown Princess Marguerite. Look here. Look at her. She is going to be phenomenal. She's going to be gorgeous. You are going to be gorgeous. Yes, you are. You're going to give me some beautiful flowers. I know that. Yep. All right. So that's it for tonight, guys. Yep. I know you guys see this. English lavender. A mountain of English lavender that needs to be cut back so we can have a fresh flush here for the spring. There is a story behind my English lavenders too that I will share with you on another video. Alright guys, thank you so much for stopping by, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider subscribing. And hey, I'm going to be posting more videos like this. So please hit the notification bell and you will be notified as soon as I have new videos uploaded. It was awesome sharing this day with you, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.